Hello and welcome to the history of movie theaters and drive-ins in the greater Washington area for 1950 to 1959. (1950) KB Theaters opens the Flower Theater in Silver Springs in Maryland on February 15. The Plaza Art Theater opens on May 3. Sidney Lust opens the Veers Mill Theater in Silver Springs, Maryland on August 3. The Pitts Drive-In at Culpeper, Virginia opens on October 27. The Gaiety Theater at 425th 9th Street Northwest opens. The Palm Theater in Alexandria, Virginia became the Guild Theater. The Fort Drive-In at Harper's Ferry, West Virginia opens. These theaters closed in 1950. 1951. The Lyric Theater in Gaithersburg, Maryland reopens as the Gaither Theater on February 1. Sidney Lust opens the Allen Theater in Tacoma Park, Maryland on March 24. The Park Theater is opened by Roth's Theaters on April 20. The Pitts Drive-In Theater at Fredericksburg, Virginia opens on April 23. The Roosevelt Theater became the Follies on June 1 with burlesque and later on adult movies. The Pitts Drive-In at Manassas, Virginia opens on July 27. KB Theaters opens the Ontario Theater on November 1. District Theaters takes over the Senator Theater from KB Theaters. These theaters closed in 1951. 1952. The Langley Theater in Silver Springs, Maryland is opened by KB Theaters on March 12. The Warrington Drive-In at Warrington, Virginia opens. These theaters closed in 1952. 1953. Warner Brothers became Stanley Warner. Fairlawn Amusements became Wineland Theaters. The Super Chief Drive-In at Fort Washington opens on June 7. The Branch Drive-In at Clinton, Maryland opens on August 13. The Hillside Drive-In at Coral Springs, Maryland is opened by Sidney Lust and Wineland Theaters on August 24. The ABC Drive-In at Oxon Hill, Maryland is opened by Wineland Theaters on August 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
Cinerama arrives at the Warner Theater on November 5. The Leader Theater became the Pix Theater. Brandt Theaters takes over the Metropolitan Theaters from Stanley Warner. These theaters closed in 1953. 1954. The Rockville Drive-In at Bethesda, Maryland opens on March 18. The Palmer Drive-In at Lanham, Maryland opens on July 23. The Lee Highway Arlington Boulevard Drive-In at Merrifield, Virginia opens on August 26. (1955). The Queen's Chapel Drive-In Theater at Hyattsville opens on July 29 with the brightest and largest screen in the world. The Art Theater opens showing adult movies at the site of the old Hippodrome Theater. The Villa Theater in Rockville, Maryland opens. The Inwood Drive-In at Inwood, West Virginia opens. These theaters closed in 1955. 1956. The Super 29 Drive-In at Fairfax, Virginia opens on September 15. The Avenue Grand became the Capitol Hill Theater under new management. The Pitts Drive-In at Fredericksburg, Virginia became the Fredericksburg Drive-In. 1957. The Jazzy Theater became the new Stanton Art Theater on August 29. The Twilight Drive-In at Front Royal, Virginia opens. These theaters closed in 1957. 1958. The Central Avenue Drive-In opens in Capitol Heights, Maryland on June 5. The 301 Drive-In at Waldorf, Maryland opens on June 26. These theaters closed in 1958. 1959. The Town Theater opens on March 28. These theaters closed in 1959. Thanks for watching and like and subscribe for more.